Garbage is a problem we all face today. The waste produced within Metro Manila has risen to crisis proportions. The National Solid Waste Management Commission states that as of year 2011, a staggering amount of 8,400 tons of garbage is produced per day in Metro Manila alone. Needless to say, all other regions, cities, and municipalities within the country are all experiencing the growing menace of handling garbage. Where will we put it? Republic Act 9003, otherwise known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, is the pertinent law that governs how garbage should be properly handled. That begins with segregation, to the proper way of transporting the garbage and eventually disposing of it in a manner where it will not affect the environment. The law becomes more specific that by 2006, no open or controlled dump sites should have been operational. And in its place is what is now known as a sanitary landfill. Because of the lack of a genuine operational landfill within Metro Manila and the continued irresponsible actions of some disposal facilities, people have been deceived into believing that a dump site and a landfill are one and the same. Metro Manila's dump sites are dangerous. They are exposed and generate liquids that are potentially toxic. They seep into the ground and become a risk to the surface and groundwater sources. Fires are also common at these sites because of the methane gas produced by waste sending toxic emissions in our atmosphere. Dump sites are unstable and with continuous rains present the possibility of an erosion and/or landslide. Approximately 20 kilometers from an existing controlled dump site known as the Payatas Disposal Facility is the Newtown Development Area, formerly the Manila Newtown Subdivision, located in Barangay Minuyan in San Jose del Monte City. This property is more or less 400 hectares in size and is owned by the Vicente Puyat Group or VGP. Nestled in this vast expanse of land, approximately 40 hectares, is the newly built VGP Bulacan Engineered Sanitary Landfill, the only compliant operational sanitary landfill in Bulacan today. The primary road network is the Quirino Highway, a national road, which traditionally is used by cement trucks and other cargo trucks as a major thoroughfare to and from Metro Manila and its environs. Upon reaching the area, which is a private and secured estate, one cannot help but appreciate it as a special place, typical of an industrial park. A total of 120 hectares has been allocated by the VGP Group for the landfill alone. The current 40 hectares it is operating on will allow the facility to hold about 18,500,000 cubic meters of waste material. The landfill targets to accept at least 800 metric tons per day of municipal solid waste, but can increase this to as much as 5,000 metric tons per day should the need arise. Translated to the lifetime of the facility, with this volume target, it can operate for about 20 years without any problems. RA 9003 mandates that the very foundation of a sanitary landfill begins with a liner system to be put in place to prevent liquid that may be toxic from the mounds of garbage, which is called leachate, from seeping to the ground and somehow affecting and contaminating our water sources. The VGP Bulacan Engineered Sanitary Landfill has equipped its facility with a high-density polyethylene or HDPE and geosynthetic clay liners to ensure that no harm will come to our groundwater sources, our rivers, and other sources of aquatic life. While the law stipulates the installation of a liner system, VGP went beyond standards prescribed by such law by installing extra layers of liners. The anchoring facet of the engineered sanitary landfill is the construction of a berm that shows a sloping shape to the landfill. This feature allows VGP to continuously put garbage into the dumping pit without fear of the waste disastrously cascading down, or what others may refer to as a landslide. The berm will be planted with lush vegetation, and trees will eventually be part of its landscape and scenery. On matters of transporting the garbage from source to the facility, VGP is utilizing long-haul trailers that are in use overseas and have been expertly designed to ensure no spillage of leachate, and any fallout of garbage will occur while in transit. These long-bodied trailers carry 10 times the amount of waste traditional dump trucks that are in use currently are able to carry. Therefore, VGP will be using less number of trucks, translating to less traffic and, of course, less pollution. The operations begin when these trucks would have collected garbage from the client's locality's Material Recovery Facility, or MRF. It then proceeds to the area of the VGP Bulacan Engineered Sanitary Landfill, where it approaches the electronic truck weighing facility for its load to be weighed and recorded. It then goes to the tipping area of the landfill to unload its waste cargo. Over in a matter of minutes, the trailer is able to deposit anywhere from 30 to 50 tons of solid waste. Once on the ground, the garbage is handled by bulldozers for proper disposal and compaction. VGP deploys a special machine, otherwise known as a garbage compactor, which is similarly used in landfills in North America. Compaction is important as this makes the garbage more stable to work on and ensures that airspace is maximized to allow as much garbage to be accommodated in a pit. Once evened out, the garbage is then sprayed with a chemical deodorizer that neutralizes the odor, thus preventing any foul smell in the area and the vicinity. A soil cover is applied immediately over the evened out garbage to prevent waste materials from being scattered by the wind or to be carried away by birds and other pests. More importantly, the soil cover prevents unwanted methane produced by the waste materials from escaping into the atmosphere, which damages the environment. To take care of the leachate produced by garbage, the facility is equipped with leachate ponds. The treatment process starts from the collection of leachate. This material is collected from the garbage pit and passes through pipes installed in the facility, which in turn flows to a holding chamber where it is then pumped out to the treatment ponds. Composed of 4 ponds, it goes from the first to the 4th pond, where it undergoes anaerobic and aerobic processes to eventually filter the liquid. The 4th pond is where VGP finally takes samples for analysis of the liquid on to authorized and independent laboratories that subject the leachate to a test as per DENR standards for water purity. If the results turn up positive based on the standards, then VGP can release the said liquid contained to natural water sources. If the results are negative, then the liquid is again pumped back to another round of filtration until such time it passes the laboratory analysis. Filtered leachate can be utilized for other purposes such as watering the nearby plants or to be used in the wheel washing facility, where trucks are directed to proceed after dumping garbage so they can be cleaned and sanitized. As mandated further by RA 9003, monitoring wells have been set up in and around the facility of the site. These wells enable VGP to determine if there are any leaks to the groundwater coming from the landfill. This makes it possible for VGP to monitor contamination to the water and immediately enables it to do corrective measures or repairs in the event of an occurrence. Once 500,000 metric tons of garbage has been deposited into the site, VGP can begin installing its methane capture system. The decomposition of waste material naturally creates methane gas, and this occurrence has been discovered to be a valuable source of energy. Through the methane capture system, not only is methane prevented from dangerously escaping into the air, it can further be harnessed for electricity production. The VGP engineered sanitary landfill has been recognized for this potential and is in the process of validating carbon credits under the framework of the Kyoto Protocol's Clean Development Mechanism, or CDM, in partnership with the World Bank through its local affiliate, the Land Bank of the Philippines. At the end of the landfill's life, post-care closure will be performed to ensure that the land can still be reused for other purposes. In developed nations, sanitary landfills have been converted to golf courses, leisure parks, cemeteries, and even residential areas after they have been properly serviced. This goes to show that sanitary landfills do not harm the land, and in fact, provide it with greater purpose than originally conceptualized. The VGP engineered sanitary landfill has complete permits for its operations and is proud to have acquired its Environmental Compliance Certificate, or ECC, from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DENR. Given its ECC mandate, VGP is only allowed to accept municipal solid waste and does not allow disposal of any hazardous or industrial waste into its facility. We pride ourselves in the support of San Jose del Monte, our host city, has given, and of course, so too with the provincial government of Bulacan. The DENR plays a major role by way of participation and continuing audit to make sure the place remains compliant to all government rules and regulations. The VGP engineered sanitary landfill continues its mission to be a steadfast partner of local government units as it provides an ecological solution to the ever-growing waste management problem by providing a safe place to dispose their garbage in compliance with RA 9003. The engineered sanitary landfill is only the first step in VGP's long-term vision for San Jose del Monte. Through harnessing of methane gas, VGP aims to establish an industrialized ecozone anchored on electricity generation that will help spur industrial development for the community, not to mention provide cheaper electricity for the adjacent households. The ecozone will create jobs by attracting manufacturing firms to set up factories, as well as invigorate tourism through the attraction of VGP's existing golf course facility and a proposed wakeboard park. What simply is an engineered sanitary landfill today will transform San Jose del Monte, Bulacan into an industrialized city of tomorrow. These are the exact same visions that the founder of the VGP Group, Mr. Vicente Tengpuyat, has had when he decided to invest in San Jose del Monte in Bulacan, which is pursued by his children and heirs with passion in their hopes and aspirations to fulfill a dream, anchored on the belief that Filipino ingenuity, hard work, coupled with genuine concern for the welfare of others, are the true elements for success.